Imagine you're the strongest person in the room. Nobody can beat you. Nobody can even touch you. Now imagine someone just as strong walks in. You don't fight them, you don't eat them, you just avoid them. That's exactly what happens at the top of the food chain. Lions can kill a hyena in seconds, but they almost never eat it. Wolves can kill a coyote just for existing nearby. They walk away and leave the body. Most people assume the strongest animal eats whatever it kills. That's not what's actually going on. There's a hidden rule running the entire animal kingdom, and once you see it, you'll notice it everywhere in your own life. Stay till the end because the last part isn't really about animals at all, it's about you. So let's start with the obvious question. If a lion can kill a leopard, why not just eat it? Meat is meat, right? Except it isn't. A predator's body is packed with muscle, not fat. Eating another hunter gives you way less energy for the effort it takes. Scientists call this the 10% rule. Every time energy moves up a step in the food chain, about 90% of it is lost. Plants to rabbits, rabbits to foxes, foxes to something bigger. By the time you're eating something that already eats meat, there's barely anything left worth taking. So the math doesn't add up. Hunting a fellow predator burns more calories than it delivers. But then why kill it at all? Here's where it gets strange. In Etosha National Park, researchers found that lions are responsible for a huge share of hyena deaths, not through starvation, not through disease, through direct attacks, and in most of those attacks, the body is left untouched. So this isn't about hunger, it's about something else entirely. Biologists have a name for it. Intraguild predation. It means killing a rival, not to eat it, but to remove it from the board. Picture a savanna with one antelope herd and 5 different hunters all wanting the same meal. Lions, leopards, hyenas, cheetahs, wild dogs. Every one of them is competing for the exact same food source. The strongest player in that game doesn't win by hunting harder. It wins by making sure the competition doesn't get to hunt at all. A dead rival can't steal your kill tomorrow. A dead rival can't raise cubs that grow into more rivals. So the lion doesn't kill because it's hungry. It kills because a leopard is a threat to everything it already owns. But this isn't just an African savanna story. It happens in the ocean too. Off the coast of California, researchers have tracked something almost unbelievable. When orcas show up near the Farallon Islands, great white sharks disappear. Not slowly, almost instantly. Some of the largest predators in the ocean leave an entire hunting ground the moment a bigger predator arrives. They don't fight, they don't wait around to find out what happens, they just leave. Because in nature, being the second most dangerous thing in the water is still extremely dangerous. And here's the twist most people never hear about. When a top predator disappears from an ecosystem, something unexpected happens. Smaller predators don't celebrate. They explode in number. In parts of California, when coyotes were pushed out of certain areas, smaller predators like foxes and cats surged upward. Researchers tracking this pattern in fragmented habitats called it Mesopredator release. Remove the thing at the top, and every level below it spins out of control. The big predator wasn't just a killer, it was a lid. It was the thing holding the entire system in balance. So predators aren't just hunting for food. They're managing power. They're deciding who gets to exist in their territory and who doesn't. And the ones smart enough to avoid a fight altogether often survive longer than the ones who charge in. Leopards climb trees to keep their kills away from lions. Cheetahs hunt during the hottest hours of the day, specifically when lions are resting. They're not the strongest animals in their environment, but they're still alive because they learned how to avoid the ones who are. Now think about your own world for a second. You've probably never physically fought a rival, but you've felt this exact dynamic. The coworker who wasn't fired, just quietly frozen out of every project. The competitor who wasn't destroyed, just outpositioned until they left on their own. The person who avoided a room because someone more dominant was already in it. We don't call it intraguild predation. We call it office politics or reputation or knowing your place. But it's the same ancient rule running underneath everything. You don't need to consume someone to beat them. You just need to make sure they stop competing with you. That's the part that should sit with you. Every hierarchy you've ever been part of runs on this exact same logic. Every time you've avoided a conflict you knew you couldn't win, you were doing exactly what a cheetah does at noon. Every time someone more powerful backed off instead of eating you alive, that wasn't kindness. That was math. The lion doesn't spare the leopard out of mercy. It spares it because there's nothing left to gain. Nature never needed to consume its rivals to control them. It just needed everyone to know exactly where they stood. And whether you've noticed it or not, so do you.